evening and thanks for joining us on News Channel 12 at 11. I'm adaure Achumba.
Winston-Salem authorities believe all three of the shootings are related, including one shooting at a child's birthday party in a city park. The first one happened right here on April 7th at the Novo Lounge on Cherry Street. Hackers have been targeting financial data and personal health information across the country, and tried IT experts are watching the developments closely.
The church fills backpacks like this one with gifts for foster kids, and it includes lots of brand new items like new clothes and blankets. They're called comfort bags.
Adaure Achumba to get answers.
That's right. The snowstorm couldn't have come at a worse time. Folks are ordering gifts for loved ones and expecting some in return, but not getting mail for days, well, it's worrying for many of them. Check these photos out. Epic selfie for the gram and the perfect post to Facebook. As much as you want to take pictures with the roadside flowers, NCDOT and Highway Patrol want you to think safety before selfie. They're used in everyday household items like nonstick cookware, stain-resistant carpet, and even microwave popcorn bags. Now, you can also find them in firefighting foam and in various industrial and aviation chemicals. Officials say the water is still safe and there's nothing to worry about because you need to be exposed to about 2 quarts of contaminated water daily over a 70-year period for any adverse effect. But they're still taking it seriously and they are working to get levels back to below guidelines. First, we start off with some breaking developments overnight. Greenville and East Carolina University police are investigating an assault on a man near the campus. Making sure your children get the education they need can start at the legislative level. A legislative breakfast gave Craven County educators a chance to express their concerns to lawmakers. Also breaking overnight at exactly 12:08 a.m., O.J. Simpson walked out of a Nevada prison a free man. This after 9 years behind bars. The former football star O.J. Simpson now free on parole. The Down East Holiday Show continues at the Greenville Convention Center. The event raises money for the Pitt Community College Foundation. Building your family tree can be a painstaking and emotional project. It can also cost lots of money with DNA testing. But soon you can do half of that research for free and with a click of a button. Preston Kendall was a music teacher at Hampton Elementary. The storm left his trailer classroom in pieces, but with some recovered instruments and a cart, he and his students are making new music.
WFMY News 2's adaure Achumba spoke to one tenant about some of the problems they say they deal with.
Chad, inspectors found faulty wiring, bad smoke detectors, and even a sewer leak. And that's just the beginning. So far, they found 18 violations in 2 days of inspections. And city officials say part of the problem is a language barrier because many tenants don't know how to report problems to get them fixed. It all started Thursday when High Point police pulled over this guy, 27-year-old Darrett Bennett. The officer then realized Bennett was already under investigation by the narcotics unit. Investigators got a warrant to search Bennett's car and these 2 homes. The first one, a house on Hay Street with this very graphic sign. It reads, quote, "Warning, no trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again," end quote. The second house was on Londonderry Drive. Officers seized a stockpile of firearms, illegal narcotics, including cocaine, meth, ecstasy, heroin, and marijuana. They also seized thousands of dollars in cash. Neighbors there who didn't want to speak on camera tell me the home was being rented, but nothing they saw raised a red flag. They said they were alarmed and dismayed that a home in their neighborhood was allegedly being used for drug trafficking. One neighbor was concerned his children were so close to it all. Now, Bennett is at the Guilford County Jail in High Point under a $5 million bond. Police also arrested 2 other suspects, 27-year-old Derek Price and 25-year-old Lene Hutchison. All 3 face multiple felony charges. Guys, standing in line like this might be considered the old school way to register to vote, but you can still get things done this way and in the process get yourself a sticker. But with smartphones now, registering to vote is quick and easy.
One of my sorority sisters just led me to the table. I was actually just in the library just studying and I wanted to come get something to eat. So I guess this just popped out to me. So
UNCG student Zaria Winters is registered to vote. This is her second time, and she says doing this is empowering.
Everybody has that voice, no matter where you're from, to be able to share your ideas. Don't be afraid of what anybody tell you that you can't do.
And that's why fellow student Gia, who identifies as LGBTQI, volunteers to help register folks.
No matter what community you represent, other people can see you out there doing that, and that can inspire them to go vote if they're not already inclined to vote.
Folks can register online, and Board of Election officials say now is the time to plan for elections.
The election's not till November 6th, but you can get an absentee ballot right now. Early voting starts in less than a month, so if you're not registered and you want to get registered or you need to make a change to your voter registration, now's the time to do it.
The deadline to register by mail is October 12th and November 3rd to register in person. Early voting begins October 18th.
At the end of the day, these people are in North Carolina's Senate and House to represent us and to work for us. And we need to make sure the best people are there working for us.
As for Zaria, well, she's ready to spread the word.
They need to give me a whole bunch of stickers to put on so I could just lobby for everybody to vote on campus and wherever I go.
Now, if you miss the deadline, officials say you'll be able to do a same-day registration during early voting, but make sure you bring your ID. Now, if you plan to vote by absentee ballot, you have to make that request by October 30th, and you'll have to mail in your absentee ballot by November 6th. Visit WFMY.com for more helpful links.
This is yet another collective display of national outrage as Nigerians gather to express their displeasure at the current state of the nation. Investigators tell us that 4 insurgents were involved in the attack. They drove their Volkswagen vehicle down this road, down to that center over there where you see that crater. That's where the explosion happened. The insurgents did try to escape after the blast, but they were caught up in the mayhem. The Temple of Pythons is one of the famous stops here in Ouidah. The snakes have been here since 1863, and sometimes they cross the street to the Catholic Church, and the priest has to bring them back. This wing has helped carry tens of thousands across Africa over the years. Its next destination, however, could be your kitchen. Now, the aim is to get rid of anonymity and identify those who qualify for services. But making the process work is definitely an uphill battle, especially in communities like this one. Due to the high level of poverty in many parts of northern Nigeria, Boko Haram has been able to lure young men to join the sect.
In the process of running to escape, you get raped.
The day Boko Haram attacked her hometown of Maiduguri in Borno State is a day 19-year-old Hassana will never forget. Her life changed forever.
My scarf, they have to use it to tie my hands and my mouth. So one of them was actually the one that did it. I was pleading with them. That was all my words. I was thinking I could have something to protect myself, because even though I could scream, no one could hear me out at that kind of time.
Embarrassed and ashamed by what had happened to her, Hassana tried to hide the events from her family. Hassana's father prevented her from finishing her final exams 2 months ago because he feared for her safety. It's a decision he will never regret. Boko Haram militants attacked Hassana's school in Chibok. Over 200 of her friends and classmates were seized. Hassana knows all too well what Boko Haram is capable of.
When we go to sleep at night, all we do is hope for them. Have hope in them, like they will still make a way out of that. They will have their way out to escape, because they're my friends.
Talk to me about that.
I can imagine how they're suffering without anyone helping. How their parents are passing through traumas every day, thinking how their kids are surviving. And nothing is being done.
Are you disappointed in the government?
Yeah, I'm very disappointed in them.
Rape is one of Boko Haram's weapons. Over 100 cases have been recorded in the past 2 months in one northern state alone. Countless others go unreported. Now, wounds inflicted by a weapon can heal, but wounds of rape stay with the victim forever. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Welcome on board. But this is no ordinary journey. These planes are destined never to fly again. They've been dumped here at the Murtala Muhammad International Airport and others across Nigeria over the years. There are 13 abandoned planes at this airport alone, 65 in total nationwide. They're the remnants of failed airlines, failed smuggling missions, or simply failed dreams. Now the aviation ministry has decided it's time to remove them.
We need this space to develop the airports. No graveyard. Take it out or I take it out for you.
The airport's authority has called in contractors to break up the planes and to find a new use for their aluminum. This wing has helped carry tens of thousands across Africa over the years. Its next destination, however, could be your kitchen.
They use it for building whatever they want to build, even electronics, you know, ports, rails, roofing sheets, etc. Nothing is wasted. Some people have asked for it to be used for a restaurant.
It takes around 3 days to take apart a Boeing 727. And in 3 weeks, all these former high flyers will just be so much scrap metal waiting to be melted down. Nice flight! Adaure, Achumba, Lagos.
It almost feels like spring.
Yeah, I know. It's especially when we had 80 yesterday. We're going to see that 80 again going into next week. So, I mean, if you like the warmer weather, enjoy it while you can. So it looks like it's going to change a little bit.
Absolutely. All right, now, talking about changing weather, people in California are breathing a sigh of relief following weeks of evacuations. And that's all the time we have with you this morning. Good Morning America is next.